Okay, nice signal coming in. 1516. Now there's a bit of iron around it. Now I'm using my 4x4 program. That's an iron bias of 4 and a recovery speed of 4, and that's in field 1 with a threshold, low toned, and I search in all metal so I can hear everything that's going on. It's reasonably sweet, it's reasonably deep. It's say 15, 16, 17 is what coming up. Now I expect this to be down around about the 10 inch mark, and hopefully a Roman coin. Now I use an iron bias of 4 because there's a lot of iron in this field. Now if there wasn't so much iron, you could probably go 3x3, iron bias 3 and recovery rate 3, but I've tried that on this field and there's just too much forcing at that setting. So let's get that camera right. So I've dug out probably about 6 inches, and the spade is 11 inches to the point, so I'm going to pull the soil out to 11 inches, and it's already out. And as you can see, it's a nice coloured subsoil. So we're below the topsoil. Just flick that over the. So I want it to be in. Okay, I've dug a lot of lead today, so hopefully this isn't lead. Hopefully it's going to be a coin. Oh, and it is a coin. There we go. I don't know if it's on camera or not. There's a Roman coin stuck out of the side of that lump. There it is. A little grossian. But there you go. So that's it. Coin found. Not very deep, probably about 6-7 inches. And that was using my 4x4 program. Iron bias 4, recovery rate 4, with a threshold, all metal, in field 1. Nice little faint one here. It's quite sharp, so I expect it's not going to be very big. It's coming in 13, unlucky for some. But it's narrow, quite sharp. It's a good signal. It's not going to be anything nasty. It's not going to be iron or anything. But it's probably small and it's probably not very deep. So let's see. I expect it will be in there. Okay, a bit deeper than I thought. Shall scoop out to 11 inches. That's what this it's still in the hole. So a shallow signal is now becoming quite a deep signal. It's out of the hole, still sounds sharp. I must admit it does sound quite nice now. And if you have a look, still 13. That's the great thing about the Equinox, is that it tends to hold its TIDs from deep to surface quite well. So it's in that lump. Oh, there it is. It's a tiny little piece of broken Roman coin, and we're talking tiny there. But that's what it is. It's Roman. Very small. And it was probably, oh, I'm not even going to guess the depth, but it was over the first spadeful. Turn off the wireless, let you have a listen to this. 21. Locks on. not very deep. Probably still 10 inches. Sounds round. Sounds a sweet signal. No idea why it's still here. I should have got this with a CTX years ago by the sound of it, but I guess I just missed it. So I'm going to dig out about 8 inches. Still smack in the middle of the hole, and now I'm going to take out the next lump, which will be spade's about 11 inches long, so I'm going to take it out to 11 inches, and I suspect that should be in there. No. Okay. Let's square up the hole. 21 is quite a high conductor, so this could be anything. This could be a Roman coin, could be a stater, bit of green. Ooh, that looks nasty. There it is. It's a horrible green Roman coin. God, I hate it when they're like that. It's been pretty much eaten away. It was a copper coin. Nasty. Okay, we are still in our 4x4 program. I've got a faint one just coming up here now. Very faint. But the TIDs are pretty locking on, sort of 12, 13. So it's worth a look. It's not a high conductor, so it's quite deep whatever it is. So we're going to go down. Hopefully it's going to be around about 11 inches. I would imagine it's going to be another Roman coin. It's still down there. Very faint signal. So this is where I think it's going to be. This is taking out about 12 inches now, but still not there. So this is down probably just over a foot now. Surely it's got to be here somewhere. Oh, time to probe it. It seems to have disappeared. So let's get the probe in and try to work out if it's something or not. Okay, it's at the bottom of the hole. So, in about there. Okay. Okay, just there. Alright, let's measure that one, because that seems quite deep. You know, it might be a piece of rubbish, but measure it now. So we're talking, surprisingly, about 13 inches there. So have you got that? So around about the level, 12 and 3/4 inches. It's just there. Sorry about this GoPro. I did have a better one, but it's packed up. Started the day with GoPro 6. Now I want a GoPro. Is that it there? Now on a GoPro 3 of all things. Okay, so we dug a bit deeper now. That's a bit of lead. Okay, just a piece of lead. A reasonable lump. That's a shame. And well, hopefully we'll get a roam in the next hole. But there you go, it's a 12. So they're a bit iffy, but as I say, every machine going has been over this ground, including a lot of much more expensive MyLab detectors. So there's not much left. Still very weak. So it's going to be down around about 11 inches, I would imagine. And hopefully it's going to be a coin. It's coming at 16, so it's actually quite a good signal there. Okay, I'm going to use the probe. I don't normally, I just usually grab it and throw it over the coil, but because I'll be blocking the camera, it's the easiest way of doing it. And it's a small pistol shot, so not a particularly good signal, or a particularly good target. Good signal, poor target. Okay, but that's the 4x4 program for you. Deep, sensitive. Oh, there's a nice sweet 20. Let's tilt that down, you don't want to see that dead swan over there. It's been a hard old year for the swans. They've been down here on the side of this river. There's actually a Buick swan over there. I don't know if you can see it, the black one. But there's been about 10 killed so far by foxes, and there's one just over there, half eaten. Not nice to see. I'm not a lover of foxes, but I've got a nice 20 here, so this should be quite a good target. It's not massively deep. Then again, this part of the field's been dumped on and bits been scraped off, so not really sure what's happening. Yeah, when they're in the top bit, you know that this is not going to be much good. I mean, I could be wrong. I have been known to be wrong. So it's something in here. So let's break it open. Should be reasonable. Well, it does look like silver. It does look like silver. It looks a bent Roman silver coin. Wow, I didn't expect that. There you go. It is a bent silver coin. Bloody hell. Sorry. I really didn't expect that. Okay, well there you go. Didn't think it was going to be very deep. It was definitely a 21. You always dig 21s. I can't see what it is. It's going to be interesting to try to straighten that one out. But yeah, it's definitely, it looks like it's been deliberately folded over. Well, it'll be fun to try and get that one straight. Somehow I don't think it's going to happen. So there you go, a Roman silver bent violently in half with the Equinox 800 using the 4x4 program. Not very deep though. You know, whenever it's in the top there, as I say, there's been stuff spread from some local building, and I'm assuming that's come in on the local build. But I'll clean that up and decide whether or not to straighten it or not, and we'll have a look at what's in the inside. But there you go, didn't expect that. Okay, and unlucky for some, 13, repeatable, absolutely a positive signal. Turn it sideways and there is iron in amongst it, but no doubt about this one. So we'll have a look at it. We're in the spread. I don't think this is particularly deep. We're in the spread of debris that's been spread on the field. Since I've had that Roman silver folded, I thought I'd better give this another better go. Again, it's not deep. So normally, as I say, I wouldn't think this was anything good. And sure enough, it's the handle from a fishing reel. So absolute crap. Never mind, you've got to look at them, especially when you find a folded Roman silver. It's a 20, but not very deep. Yeah, sure enough, it's just a penny. Queen Victoria penny, old head type, so not very deep. They very rarely are. I'll probably get a date off of it when I get back. There you go. There's still a few of these around. Now we're in the spread of the all the debris from the houses here. Not very deep. I've got an 11 here. Well, 10. So this should be rubbish. But I'm going to dig it because it does sound quite sweet. So it should be rubbish. Actually, I can't even think what it could be. So I'm going to go with rubbish. Probably a piece of lead. It's within 11 inches. There's all the debris. You can see there's a build-up of good stuff, good soil over it. A few years ago this was done. So much iron here. A horrible signal, isn't there? I think the aeroplane helps. I reckon it could be a coin now. The reason I think it could be a coin now is because when it's that way over, it's almost like it's on edge. And there's a piece of iron in between it. That side, it's a lovely signal. So let's see what it is. Something sticking in my finger then, so it's probably the piece of iron. Yeah, that's the bit of iron. So where's the good target? Okay, so the first bit was a hobnail. Well, at least that's probably Roman. And the other target is, come on, there it is. It's a coin! So I was right to dig that one. I thought it did sound quite good. So Roman, again from the Emperor Grotticus, because it's very grossy. It's quite a lot of signals here. A lot of them you can tell are just like slight clicks and low tones, but then you get a good one, and thus there's where the Roman coin came from. So this one's actually slightly better number. It's coming up 16, repeat all, 16, 17, mainly 16. So we'll have a look at that one. Coming to the end of the day now, so this will probably be the last signal of the day. So hopefully you've enjoyed seeing this program in action. 4x4, so iron bias of 4 and a recovery rate of 4, and the idea, there it is, piece of lead, and the whole idea is that obviously the iron bias is higher than probably what most people would do, but I don't want to have too much forcing, so the iron bias is as high as I ever run it, and the recovery rate of 4 means that I'm getting greater depth. And this is all on field 1. I search in all metal with by pressing the horseshoe button, and I use a threshold with a low tone. At the minute, because I'm using the WM08, the threshold is going to be quite low, 6, and if I was to put my Bluetooth headphones on, I wouldn't be able to hear that threshold at 6, so I'd be up around about 10. But I really recommend that you charge up the WM08 and get some headphones that will work in there. I know that mine are about to bring out the adapters. You can also find them on eBay. There's some very industrious people who have made their own and are selling them on eBay. So get one of those, then get your GOG phones or your Grey Ghosts, any of the really good headphones out there, and put them into the WM08, and you will find better signals, clearer target tones, and a better threshold. Okay, here's today's finds. There's the Victorian penny, old head, 8 Roman coins, quite a nice livery button. The button hoop, bits of lead. The other target was this weird rolled up Roman denarius, very strange. It looks like it's been rolled up, hit, and then actually heated, because it's definitely all warped. I'm not sure what type it is. In the past I have found cut up denarii, and they're usually cut up and melted and like this because they're high silver content. So this probably is there. One of the really annoying ones is when you actually get cut up ones that are for the silver, and you find out they're of the Emperor Carausius, which is extremely rare coin. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was quite a rare silver coin that they actually were melting down. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be doing more in the coming weeks, all with the Equinox 800. Try to give you some of the tips of actually how I use the machine.